2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The famous We Love Houston sign just off Interstate 10. We're coming to you from the Toyota Center in the biggest city in the Lone Star State. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, thank you. And Kevin Porter Jr. has a new start with the Rockets. His game has been compared to James Harden's. Porter said, being a lefty, creating off the dribble, that extra swag with the step back, I couldn't ask for a better comparison, honestly. He's unguardable. And Porter Jr. should know, guys, he's the youngest ever to drop a 50-point double-double with assists.
That was an impressive performance. David, thank you for that story. Should be a very tactical game tonight. Both teams, Greg, relying on execution in the half court.
Yeah, and that requires ball movement, player movement. You can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Underneath in the post, it's Grant and Olynyk. He's out there with Cunningham. And it's Bay in at the three. And for the Rockets, the forwards for them, Tate and Tice. The backcourt made up of Wall and Green. And it's Wood in at the five down low. Tip-off goes to Houston. Here's Wall. The pass to Green. Tice in the high post. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Hayes, bounce pass. Here's Cunningham. Grant kicks to Cunningham. Over Wall. That one wide left.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Green. Pass to Wall. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Grant.
Houston ball.
.116 left in the first quarter. Wood passes to Tate. 6 to shoot. Back to Wood. And finished off by Wood.
Boy, Wood is an absolute load coming down the lane. It's really hard to stop him coming out of the pick and roll.
Cunningham passes to Hayes. Lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Wall.
Wood flying up to slam down the alley-oop emphatically.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Hayes, no good. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now, here's Grant. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
And Grant really embraces contact, relishes it, as a matter of fact. He has no fear going to the rim or going into a shot.
And the wide open shot from Green. And good, coming off the assist by Wall.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. And this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Bay, no good. From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Houston. heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now, John Wall, one of the most explosive guards in the NBA, and he knows the importance of keeping teams honest with his perimeter shot.
When my jump shot's going, it opens up the floor so much more for me and my teammates and giving those guys open looks. And it's just the hard work I put in and these guys trusting and believing me of being able to knock down open shots.
Well, Greg, we've seen plenty of other players improve their jump shot during their time in the NBA.
And as he slows down with age, I think that will be the key for Wall, increasing his confidence from range.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Here are the 5. Detroit has to start the second quarter. We've got Josh Jackson. Doumbouya is out there with Hamidou Diallo. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Stewart in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. Stolen by Doumbouya.
That's their first of the game, though, so sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead. That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Houston Rockets are rebuilding, and that's a hard pivot for a team that, until last season, was pursuing titles. The new front office has been candid. It's presented challenges as they look to go young and stack up draft picks. They plan to make constant bets on unproven talent as they build toward the future. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you.
And, you know, when Gordon is healthy, he's extremely effective. I mean, he's a high-motor player who strokes it well from deep, actually strokes it well from everywhere.
Jackson, he's checked in for Josh Jackson. Gordon hits both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Diallo makes it off the glass. Diallo's got 4 points this quarter.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
You know, Gordon has always been a guy who can knock down the three, and his attempts increased significantly, though, when he headed to Houston, and he is rock solid from deep.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. A different look here for Detroit. Grant, he's checked in for Doumbouya. Bay comes in for Diallo, and it's Cunningham in for Corey Joseph. Free throw good, Stewart. 26 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Wood. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his
Boy, that was a
second
smart,
personal foul.
heady play by Wood to get the contact.
13 foul.
For a center, he's a pretty good foul shooter, too.
The Rockets shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Christian Wood at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Christian Wood was undrafted, and it's been quite a journey. 10-day contracts, playing in the G League. Well, I tell you what, he's really worked hard to get his spot in the league.
Both free throws good from Wood. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Cunningham looking it over. And so it's the Houston Rockets. 13 points up at the end of the period. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Joined by Dwayne Casey. Tough time protecting the paint so far. What has to change there?
You got to get square. You got to get your body in front of it, contain. You got to live with something, but most of all, you got to get your body in front of it and contain. You got to have a body in front of it.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime